Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Just try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Just try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Just try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Just try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Just try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Just try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in! As we welcome you inside Thayer Arena here in Warwick, Rhode Island, and it is once again Rhode Island High School girls hockey playoff time, a quarterfinal round, game one in a best-of-3 series between the Warwick Chariho Co-op and the defending state champions, the Burrillville-Ponteganza Bayview Co-op side, as they get their starting lineup announced. And then they'll announce the Warwick side on news and notes for BPB. Last time that we saw BPB down at South County against the Storm, they were minus number 7 Allie Trimble. Trimble, the defending Rhode Island Girls Ice Hockey Player of the Year. She is back healthy and back in the starting lineup. They will go with Paige Alman in net, who we have seen a couple of times this season through other BPB games. For Warwick, they are still minus Georgia Feld. That is a huge loss for this Warwick Co-op side on the front line. But they do have a phenomenal player in Mary Centraccio in net and Ayla Paley up front. We are going to pause for the playing of our national anthem. Matt Joel is in the broadcast booth with you this evening as we are set and ready to go for first period action, and quarterfinal matchups on Fans Only Sports Network are brought to you by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island, specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel for all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995 or go to Ray at rayshockey.com. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston. Stephanie Socha has been in business for 20 years as a broker and owner, also a certified real estate appraiser. Speaking Spanish and covering Massachusetts as well. Any questions? Call 401-742-8971. And by our elite recruits with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports, including club hockey and prep academy. Fill out an athlete submission form today and be seen. RREliteRecruits.com. Why is this game here? BPB is the higher seed. However, because the Burrillville boys play against Warwick tonight at the later game, the 8 o'clock game, the coaches got together and said, hey, let's switch so that we play this game at Warwick, and this way both teams can be able to watch their respective boys teams play after this game. So game 2 will be tomorrow at Levy Rink in Burrillville. We will be there, of course, for that game. You can watch everything on Fans Only Sports. It's fansonlysportz.com, or follow us on YouTube as well. For Warwick in the white, as this one is circled around, Haley Clem looking to get that one up for Kavanaugh. Clem back in the corner again as that's picked around. And an opportunity that went right past Centraccio as Trimble was right in the way, looking for the deflection there. Maggie Buffery in the backside corner. Buffery will peel that one off of Michaela Bassett stick. Buffery in front. Centraccio pins that one on the post. 15 is Kelly Thibodeau as she horseshoes that one around the backside. Was looking for the three of Sarah Anderson. Pops over top of Anderson's stick back into the neutral zone, picked by Tori Steele. Steele will drop that one off, and then it's sent from the defensive position by Thibodeau all the way down. No icing is called as it deflected off of the four of Mia Campbell on its way. Corner play once again for Bassett. Looking to try to get that far side board, cannot. She'll switch back. Right in the midst of the play, though, is the 27 of Hannah Nelson. And Nelson will ship that one around. Centraccio saves second attempt there as Morgan Charette right on top of her. Good first shot from Buffery back in the corner. Pops back out for Steele. Steele sent that one around. Campbell defensively for Warwick. Scoots back to the blue line. Centraccio will hold on to that one, and a save made will stop play. Triple header here at Thayer Arena this evening. Bishop Hendricken and Barrington, game one of the boys quarterfinal series, will follow this game, and then following the conclusion of that game will be the Warwick boys against Burrillville Broncos in game one of their quarterfinal series. There are a plethora of games around the Ocean State on both the boys and girls side in D1 and D2. You can catch all the action right here on Fans Only Sports Network. 2 games due to rink issues in D2 side. That will be covered tomorrow, but unfortunately not tonight. For Anderson. Knocks that one into the corner from behind, and a good check against Anderson as she gets knocked down from the 10 of Aubrey Gotti. No call from the referees. And we play on. Emily Allard. Allard sends one back to the blue line. Anderson holds that one in. Slots the pass across. Long distance attempt from Thibodeau, and that one tipped off of the pads of Centraccio. BPB has dominated zone possession here in the first few minutes of this game. Centraccio, another save, and then a kick save again is on the doorstep. Was the 9 of Emily Allard. If Monday night taught us anything, time can be as small as you need it to be and create the most impact. Mount St. Charles against EG in the play-in game for the boys. 22 seconds left in the third period to get the game tying goal. 4/10 of a second left in the period to get the game winner. Carried into the corner for Steele. Kicks that one back. It will scoot off of the backside of the stick of Rothmich. Getting tripped down in the center was Steele. No call from the referees. She's back up. Steele right in front if she can turn it, and that one goes wide past Centraccio. Warwick still has not exited the zone as BPB continues to cycle around. BPB is one of the top 4 in this playoff and the defending state champs. Hard shot through the center, saved by Centraccio. Good attempt from the 19 of Katie Potter. That's a player whose name on offense we'll be mentioning a lot of times tonight. As we mentioned earlier, the 7 of Allie Trimble, defending Rhode Island Girls Ice Hockey Player of the Year, back in the lineup tonight for BPB. Warwick still missing Georgia Feld, and they have been able to pick up good offense in her absence that have put them into this playoff series. A best of 3 game 1. We'll play game 2 tomorrow night if necessary, there would be a Game 3, most likely to be on Monday. For the 17 of Rachel Palmer, as she poke checks that one out for Wilson. Wilson will send it around the backside. Thibodeau. Backhanded attempt, save made by Centraccio, is right in the center. Looks to be the 21 of Nadia Anicelli, and it is. Warwick will carry this one out into the neutral zone. Good offensive opportunity here as they send that one down. Mia Campbell tries to set them up. Held at the blue line by Clem. Deflects off and back into the neutral zone as it came off of Gotti. Trimble through the neutral zone herself will peel this one along the sideboards and dump it down for Allard. Emily Allard around the back side leaves that one up at the top corner. Hard shot deflected in the center. Trimble was trying to redirect as that one came in. As the 19 of Potter up top. Trimble behind Allard. That one kicked away by Centraccio. Second attempt from St. Pierre, and that goes just wide. Allard in the corner again. Trimble. For the 2 of Maggie Buffrey. And Buffrey will have that one taken away from her. Deflects off of the far side boards, pushed back into the zone. And a line change goes for BPB. Errant pass right there in the middle. Almost picked up by Nelson. Clem will clear this one all the way down. Bassett into the corner. Warwick tries to make a line change. Ayla Paley getting into the mix of things allows the puck to come free once again for Bassett. And she has it peeled off of her stick, sent all the way around. Kept by Kavanaugh at the side boards near to the BPB bench. 8:06 left to go here in the first period. We thank you so much for tuning in this evening here on Fans Only Sports Network. For the 4 of Morgan Charette. And a whistle and a stoppage of play with 7 and change left to go. Carried back through the neutral zone. And another whistle as this one will finally produce our first checking call of the game. As sliding across the ice. They call offsides before the penalty. So Paley sliding across the ice does not get the penalty call. Along the back side. Rothman, check that. My apologies. That's Potter as she fires one and that goes wide. Big hit. And a Warwick player slow to get up will cause a stoppage of play and a hard hit. A trainer trots out and up and skating on her own power, always good to see. And twisting her leg a little bit. Next will be the 18 of Helena Beasley, and she'll come right off the back side of the bench. 6:57 left to go, no score. Here in period 1 of game number 1. And despite all of the offensive zone presence of BPB, Mary Centraccio in net has been tough to solve so far for this BPB side. 9 of Emily Allard. Brings that one back, kicked aside by Centraccio again. As that one came from the corner of the 15 of Thibodeau. Centraccio will go ahead and pin that one to the ice as she had Steele right on top. For everyone watching who may potentially have tuned in late, tonight's game is also available on demand as well. You can be able to rewind back at any time or go back later tonight and rewatch anything you may have missed, as we are a shade over halfway through this first period of play. Kept in the zone by St. Pierre, though that one lands right onto the stick of Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh streaking away, and the little defensive stop came from Rothmich and St. Pierre. For St. Pierre, as she uses the sideboards to her advantage, deflects that one off. Nelson tracking the other way. Nelson, a nifty little deke. Centraccio makes the save. Hannah Nelson needing a little bit more lift on that shot. Gets some lift that time, and it goes off the edge of Centraccio's glove. For the 6. Oh, no, they go to the 9 of Kavanaugh. Now potentially to the 6 of Paley, as that one deflects off of the sideboards around her. Comes back once again. Kavanaugh will chase this one into the corner, so too is Bissett. Bissett will go ahead and try to peel that one down the boards. Kept in, however, though, by the 21 of Anicelli. For Paley, and here she goes off to the races. Paley looking to try to deke. Gets her stick pushed up, little one-handed flick backwards, and that one went just past Alman. Thibodeau. Deflection off the sideboards, kept in craftily by Campbell. Wrapped back down for Walsh. Marley Walsh sends that one around, was looking for Bissett. Scoots a little past her. We'll come back into the neutral zone. Battle for it there between Wilson and a couple of different Warwick players, and as everyone goes for a line change, it gets cycled around by Campbell. Allard. Buffrey in the center, and that one ends up wide. Buffrey tries to flick one back. Backhanded attempt from Trimble as she got knocked down. No call from the referees there. Allard in a rugby scrum. 3 white and red jerseys against 2 blue jerseys. And the puck will finally pop free. Back to the point. Hard shot that came off of Potter. Went just wide. May have gotten a piece of Centraccio's glove on the way. Buffrey winds, fires off of the pads and hits the backside boards. Caromed right back out. Good second attempt opportunity there for BPB. Smartly played by the Warwick defense. Arm is up. Delayed penalty coming against Warwick. The puck will get tapped. We'll get the whistle. And now, finally, our first penalty of the game. And this one will go to the 20 of Lily Howland as she goes in 2 minutes for hooking. Howland, a junior on this Warwick co-op side. So a player that we expect to see back next year on a fairly young team. We'll have a interesting situation in goal next year. As Mary Centraccio graduates, they have 2 other goaltenders in Flora Munier and Emily Tully on the roster, and a shot and a save by Centraccio. 2:27 left to play here in the first, 1:29 remaining in the advantage. Buffrey sent that one across, came back to her. In the corner for Trimble, and a missed attempt from Thibodeau. Comes back for Gotti. Aubrey Gotti off to the races by herself, and then is dispossessed by Allard before she could cross the blue line. Burnt about 20 seconds off of the advantage clock, though. Inside of 1 left to go in the advantage, as we're inside of 2 left here in this first period of action. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening on tonight's game, presented by Premier Home Realty, Ray's Hockey Shop, and our elite recruits. Buffrey, Trimble, strong defensive play there from Bissett. About a 30 seconds left to go in the advantage, and they're going to get this with about a minute left to play in the period to be 5-on-5. Down in the corner, and that one's going to cause another penalty. And in all the jostling and jockeying for the puck, a tripping call will send Mia Campbell to the box. So what should have been 12 seconds separating from the end of a penalty and back to even strength hockey will now, and they're going to say cross-checking is the call. So 5-on-3, Centraccio makes the save as the first penalty will expire, and it's 5-on-4 again. Minute 45 of advantage time, 54 seconds left to go here in the period. Centraccio, another save. This one's going to kick all the way back into the neutral zone. Good sweep there defensively as it came from the 6 of Ayla Paley. 35 seconds remaining in the period. BPB will carry this one out. Deflects off of the backside of Anicelli's skates. Could be taken away once again as Paley tried to get a handle onto that one. Steele dropped one for Potter, swept away by Gotti. Final 10 seconds to go here in this first period. For Paley, watch out, Ayla Paley! Save Alman as the buzzer sounded. Oh, boy. You've always got to watch where Ayla Paley is on the ice. Through 1, honors even. They'll take a quick break before the second. We'll take it as well. You're watching Rhode Island High School Hockey Playoffs on Fans Only Sports Network.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown!
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
To the second period we go. Honors even at 0. 50 seconds of power play time left for BPB. As we're underway in the second quarterfinal matchups on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island, specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel, all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995 or go to Ray at rayshockey.com, as that one is going to get kicked all the way down. No icing will be called. BPB on the power play. By Premier Homes Realty in Cranston, Stephanie Socha has been in business for 20 years as a broker and owner, also a certified real estate appraiser. Spanish speaking and covering Massachusetts as well. Call 401-742-8971. Centraccio will have that shot attempt from Buffrey, and Trimble go off of her glove. 2-1 will sound the end of the penalty, and we're back to five-a-side hockey. Stopped right in front of Centraccio and swept out of the zone. Buffrey will chase this one back. Tonight's game also brought to you by RR Elite Recruits, with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 30 NCAA sports, including club hockey and prep academies. Visit rreliterecruits.com and fill out an athlete submission form today. Be seen by being a part of RR Elite Recruits. Face off to come down to Centraccio's left. The visual master, Ethan Raposo, on camera tonight here from Thayer Arena alongside myself, Matt Gillis, as we bring you the opening game, and we are the opening game of the playoffs in both boys and girls hockey in the state of Rhode Island. This is the earliest of any of the games to face off, as there is a slate of boys D1, D2, and girls action throughout the Ocean State this evening. Game 2s tomorrow, and if necessary, there'll be game 3s. Likely to see some of those land on Monday if we happen. And we hope that there will be no weather issues around tomorrow, and we'll be able to get all the game 2s off. This one pops through the zone and cleared away by the Warwick defense, starting to key in and frustrate BPB a little bit. Looking out for the 20 of Howard. Deflects off of her, picked up by Palmer. Delayed off sides, negated. BPB will exit the zone, stolen away by Howard right in the neutral zone. Gotti will have that one flick all the way down. Gives Warwick a chance to change and set their line. Beasley back out on the ice after she took a hard hit into the boards. This one's going to stretch far. Alman's going to have to stop it and hold on to it as Paley was off to the races. They're showing 12:09 left remaining on the clock, and we'll adjust to the score clock here in the arena. We'll get a longer intermission in between this second and third period as they'll resurface the ice before we play the third. As this one will come down for icing, chased by Mia Campbell. If you didn't catch the little story during pregame, this game was supposed to be played in Burrillville, and the coaches got together along with the school's athletic directors and switched it because Burrillville boys play the Warwick boys here later tonight, and it allows the teams the ability to be able to see their respective boys teams play after completing their game. So game 2 will be at Burrillville tomorrow, a little bit reverse to how the other series go. LaSalle and Smithfield Coventry Moses await in the semifinal round as Centraccio kicks off a spinner. And this one will get carried out of zone craftfully by the 9 of Kavanaugh. Trimble looking. Trimble splits the wickets. Trimble scores. Allie Trimble with the little toe drag deke. And she got Centraccio to split it. Puts BPB on the board 1-0. 10:55 left to go here in the second. And right back to the face-off circle we go. And it's the 12 of Steele against the 10 of Gotti. Won by BPB as it's pushed back down into the corner. Centraccio will hold that one as it deflected off of the boards. May have hit the seam on the entry door back there and took a little bit of a weird carom. Two referee, one linesman system in high school. And you see the fours in college with the two referees, two linesmen in college and juniors, and similar to what you see in minors in the NHL. Allie Trimble, unassisted at 4:07, becomes the first goal of the game. Getting knocked down, and they are going to call the penalty as Haley Clem got her legs taken out from underneath her by Keely Thibodeau, and it will send Thibodeau to the box. First power play opportunity for Warwick on the evening. So face-off will come down in the BPB zone. To the right of Paige Allman, they'll put Gotti on the ice along with Paley as they'll work that front line with Kavanaugh. As this one gets kicked across, and it will get chased by Campbell all the way down. Haley Clem is the fifth in this power play unit 1. Paley will chase this one to the corner as she picks it up. 90 seconds remaining in the advantage. Paley tried to slot that one through for Gotti. In the way of it was Maggie Buffrey. This time it's the 15 of Clem for Paley. Deflected up, and it's sent by Buffrey back into the zone as Buffrey and Trimble Both getting a stick to that one. Paley. Buffrey gets in the way of her again and pushes it back down. BPB switching lines here on their penalty kill unit. Morgan Charette pushed that one back in. Charette will get it again and dump this one all the way down. Centraccio will shepherd it for Clem. Little wrist flick from Clem, taken away instead by Nelson. Nelson sends that one off of Centraccio's pads, hits the side of the net. 15 seconds remaining in the advantage, 8 left to go here in this second period of play. Paley dispossessed at the blue line, tripped up there by Nelson. Buffrey for BPB sends that one down as Thibodeau's out of the box, and we're back to five-a-side hockey. Trimble had that one scoot right past her. Paley in the center. Paley can go off with capital. Offside is called. Pinned along the sideboards, Allard kicks at it. Gotti. That one will scoot underneath the foot of a Warwick player. They're going to say no icing, so it may have deflected off of somebody from BPB on the way down. Katie Potter. Allard. Gets a little bit of help there from Anicelli. Ayla Paley. Paley, one-on-one. Paley lifted save made by Alman, and Ayla Paley is... How in the world did she get that? Paley had a stone-cold breakaway, and Alman flashes the leather. Warwick starting to break things a little bit here. Can they get one back? Paley trying to peel one inside. That bounces around. Bassett down to her knees, still trying to check at it. And it's checked away by BPB. Arm is up. Penalty is going to get called against Warwick. As Allman gets off to the bench. And a call coming up against Warwick, and it's Paley. She's going to get put in the box. Hooking is the call against Ayla Paley. And it'll be the third power play for BPB. 0 for 2 so far in this game. This one will roll all the way back. Chased by Trimble. Sorry, check that. It's Buffrey. For Trimble. Trimble from the circles. Trimble lifts, fires. Centraccio makes the save. Came right back to Trimble. Tries to send that one in the middle. Swept away there by Cavanaugh. Did not get a full piece on it, and it bounced for Thibodeau. Centraccio has it pinned in front of the net. 5:37 left to go here in the second. As that one will be snagged by Centraccio. Tonight's quarterfinal matchups on Pinzoli Sports Network, brought to you by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island, specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel, all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995 or go to rayshockey.com for all your hockey needs. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston, Rhode Island. Stephanie Socha, been in business for 20 years as a broker and owner, also certified real estate appraiser, covering Massachusetts as well. 401-742-8971 and by RR Elite Recruits. Go to rreliterecruits.com. Get access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports, including club hockey and prep academy coaches. Fill out an athlete submission form today and be seen at rreliterecruits.com. Face-off to Centracchio's right. 1 minute left to go in the advantage. 5 left to go here in this second period. Still standing, the 1-0 scoreline for BPB. On the goal from Allie Trimble. Centracchio glove save from Nelson. For the 19 of Potter. Sent that one through traffic. Back to Potter once again. Hard shot that may have deflected off of the edge of Beasley's stick. It fluttered away from Anicelli. Check that from Nelson. That one off of Centracchio's pads. Hard shot in the corner from Steele. Back once again for Potter. 13 seconds remaining in the advantage. Potter. Nelson, Potter, that one goes through traffic. It scoots past Morgan Charette on the fly. Penalties expired. Back to 5-a-side hockey. Warwick has killed off 3 power play opportunities by BPB. They sit 0 for 3 on the power play today, 0 for 1 for Warwick. Nelson. Sticked away. And can be sent out of the zone. Paley will send that one off of the sideboards for Bissett. Punched back in by BPB's defenses. They'll go for a line change. 3.5 to intermission. As that one will be icing and a stoppage of play. Face-off won by BPB and swept all the way down again. This will be icing once more. One other girls hockey game in action in the quarterfinal round tonight. That's 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. South County Storm as they take on the Mount Cumberland Lincoln Co-op. That game from Boss Icer in a Cameron Court has the call. Centracchio stretching upstairs. We'll go ahead and snare that one away as Emily Allard took an opportunity. Thank you. For the 15 of Thibodeau. Into the corner for Allard. Along the sideboards and pinned to it is Allie Trimble by 2 Warwick players. Puck popped out just past Paley. Allard missed that one as it came across her into the side of Bailey's boot. She tries to flick that one up along the sideboards. This will cycle around for Campbell. Campbell sends it the other way. Looking for some help from Bissett. Can't get a hold of it. Back to Campbell once again. Campbell, Bissett, they're stuck a little bit in the center of the zone. Campbell pulled off of that one by Palmer. And now it'll finally get across the blue line. BPB will have to backtrack. Inside of 2 left to go here in this second period. Campbell. Paley. Bissett. As this one comes forward for Paley once again. Ayla Paley, toe drag, another save by Alman. Ayla Paley is getting time and space. Here's Paley sacrificing a fly across. Gets that one onto the stick of Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh slots for Bissett. Back for Kavanaugh in the center. She's tied up by 3 jerseys. Pops back. Paley from distance past Alman right off the edge of her glove. Kavanaugh chases into the corner with Rothmich. Into the final minute of the second period we go. Story of the second period has been opportunities by Warwick, including opportunities abound by Ella Paley, and Paige Allman has stood up. The frustration will start to sink in as this game continues. She cannot let it. They are in this game. It is only 1-0 just on that one Allie Trimble goal. This game can flip itself on its head at any second. Off the sideboards, it stays in the zone. Opportunity there for Gotti. Pulled away by Tori Steele. Trimble in the final 30 ticks. Trimble slot pass. That one bounced off of Steele back for Trimble, and Centraccio got her leg to it. 20 seconds to go as this one's pinned along the boards, will be peeled out by Campbell. Campbell wrapping this one around, looking there for Beasley to clear. Comes back, shot, score! Bouncing puck through the center of the zone. Emily Allard finds the biscuit and sends it home. It's 2-0 BPB with 2.2 seconds remaining in the period. So late period goals seem to be like they're the storyline of the playoffs. BPB adds 1. Trimble early in the second. Allard late in the second. 2-0 BPB after 2. They'll resurface the ice. We'll take the commercial break. You're watching Rhode Island High School Hockey Playoffs on Fans Only Sports Network.
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Dumps it in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Dumps it in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score! right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Allie Trimble, ultimately Allard, 1-2 for BPB. 2-0 as we start the third period of action here on Fans Only Sports Network. Chowing on some Vito's pizza up here on the broadcast booth. The things we do when in town for a triple header. Game 1 of this series, game 1 of the Bishop Hendricken Barrington boys series to follow. Game 1 of the, oh, that one got in. An awkward wraparound. Everyone got fooled. And it snuck off the bottom side of Centracchio's skate. And Maggie Buffrey has goal number 3 for BPB. Tonight's quarterfinal matchups on Fans Only Sports Network brought to you by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island, specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel, all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995 or go to Ray at rayshockeys.com. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston. Stephanie Sosha, in business for 20 years as a broker and owner, also certified real estate appraiser. Spanish speaking and covering Massachusetts as well. Any questions? Call 401-742-8971 and RR Elite Recruits with access to 3,000 schools and 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of RREliteRecruits.com today, including club and prep academy hockey coaches. Fill out an athlete submission form at RREliteRecruits.com. Shock from Maggie Buffrey. 14 seconds into this period on a weird little wraparound that caught the bottom of Centracchio's skate and just redirected enough to slide into the net. Katie Potter behind her net, occupied by Paige Allman. Allman has had some phenomenal saves, stoning Ayla Paley a couple of times in one-on-one play. Arm up. Penalty to be called against Warwick as Anderson throws this one down. We'll get the whistle and the sound and an interference call. Sends Aubrey Gotti to the box. Aubrey Gotti served along with a couple of her teammates as honorary coaches in the Cranston Guns and Hoses hockey game last spring as they went to raise money for the Dennison and McDonald families after that tragic situation. Another Guns and Hoses game to come this spring. Details starting to get put into place for that one. We'll have more information for you. As always, follow us on Fans Only Sports Network, Fans Only, sportz.com. Centracchio stuns Allard. Trimble. Off of the side of the boots of Lily Howard and sent all the way down. Morgan Charette lifts that one right over top of the crossbar. Will hit the backside glass. Karam's out for Paley. At the blue line for the 15 of Clem. Nowhere to go for her. Popped right back out in front. Charette tried to get a little deflection. .20 seconds remaining in the advantage. With 10 and change left to go here in regulation. Bishop Hendricken boys against the Barrington Eagles to come up next, 6 p.m. Eastern time or thereabouts. And the nightcap will be the Warwick Co-op boys team as they take on the Burrville Broncos. Those are both game one in the quarterfinals series. For the 2 of Buffrey along the sideboards, dispossessed there by Beasley. Warwick trying to clear the zone. They cannot. Penalty has expired. Back to 5-a-side hockey. Now taken away up along the sideboards as Kavanaugh flicked that one. Kavanaugh trying to outstretch for it on the pass back. Didn't work. Comes in and through the center and kicked aside by Centracchio on the attempt from Trimble. Pile along the sideboards. Bissett tried to work for it. That one hit off of the post again. And a return attempt from Trimble on the other side. And that is twice in the last 5 minutes that BPB has dinged the iron. Thibodeau. Trimble. Defensively for BPB as she goes around behind. Allard couldn't hold as she got tied up there with Kavanaugh, and she'll just push it all the way down. Campbell will pick it up for Warwick. Thibodeau. Potter. As Potter sent one. And this one will be icing called, and we'll get a stoppage of play. And a Shelley for the faceoff. Opportunity for Gotti. Gotti winds, fires wide of Allman. Caromed around along the backside boards. Was almost collected again. And it's the 17 of Limoges, Brianna Limoges, as she sends that one down. Warwick mixing lines up a little bit here as they try to see if they can find a way to solve Paige Allman. With the 7:56 left to play. Anderson kicked aside by Centraccio. Sliding away. Centraccio will just go ahead and hold on to that one. Game 2, 6 p.m. tomorrow from Levy Ice Rink in Burrville. There'll be the second game of a triple header there. Pontiac Lincoln in the Division 2 boys playoffs. As the 4 o'clock game, and then Warwick BPB Game 2 at 6. Warwick Burrville boys Game 2 at 8. We'll have all that action for you right here on Fanzoli Sports Network. Free throughout the playoffs, presented by Rays Hockey, Premier Home Realty, and our Elite Recruits. As we close our third season of Rhode Island High School hockey. A phenomenal 130 some games as that one's going to get in. That was a lot of just jacking around, poke checking sticks everywhere, and Allie Trimble's going to pick up her second of the game, 4th for BPB. I think the Warwick bench wants to have a conversation as to how that one wasn't whistled dead. We couldn't even see the puck from up here in the broadcast booth, but they saw it down on the ice, and that's more important what the referees call than what we do. Hard shot there from Mallard, goes up high over top of the crossbar. Trimble's going to get her second. Buffrey and Allard are going to get assists on it. And it's 4-0. As Buffrey's trying to go for a goal. Steele off the backside boards for Allard. Came into this period 2-0. They've doubled up to 4-0. And in all intent and purpose, can head to Levy tomorrow with a chance to close off this series. And a date in the semifinals. LaSalle and Smithfield Coventry Moses await. Into the semifinals, the winners of the Warwick BPB series and the South County Mount Cumberland Lincoln series. Game 1 in that series about to get underway in about an hour of time from Boss Ice Arena. Cam Rancourt will have that call. And you can catch it right here on Fans Only Sports Network. Morgan Charette. Kept by Potter. She'll track it back into the zone. Charette will backhand flick it all the way down. Goes for a line change for Trimble. You can already see the zone stretch starting to occur for BPB, playing that almost 2-1-2. And they're going to just shepherd this one to the finish line. Backhand cycle. Trimble flicks one across, and that one goes wide. Buffrey will hit this one back. Trimble wants the Hattie. Katie Potter. Potter, that one hits off of Gotti. Gotti has it caught up in her jersey and then is able to carry it out of the neutral zone. Off the sideboards by the penalty box doors for Allie Trimble. Buffrey. Trimble fires one off of Centracchio's blocker pad and it'll get whacked out of the zone. Thibodeau. 3.5 left to go. No question about the score line on this game now. As this will get wrapped around the back side up into the seats on the far side corner. And that puck actually was resting on the edge of the dasher boards. On the conclusion of this game, we'll bid you farewell for about half an hour of time. And then for this broadcast crew, we'll be back on air 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Bishop Hendrick and Hawks, Barrington Eagles. I almost made the mistake myself. And then it will be the Burrillville Broncos against Warwick. And the nightcap. For the 14 of St. Pierre. Steele fires one. That one hit post and went wide. BPB awfully close as Centracchio will stand on top of that one. And a stoppage of play to and change. St. Pierre. Charette. She's bottled into the corner trying to get in to help her is Steele. Gotti down there defensively for Warwick. Gotti will kick that one up along the sideboards, looking for a little bit of help there from Lily Howard. Couldn't get it back into the corner once again. 4 against 4. Charette goes toe-to-toe against Mia Campbell. Another attempt sent right across the mouth of the goal, kicked aside by Centraccio. Icing will be called. Quarterfinal matchups on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island, specializing in uniforms and custom team apparel, all done in-house. Call 401-231-1995 or go to ray@rayshockey.com. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston. Stephanie Sosha, been in business for 20 years as a broker and owner, also certified real estate appraiser. That one's going to get in for a goal. And that will be the hat trick for Allie Trimble. So she'll pick up the 5th on the evening for BPB. And that will put a true stake in this one. BPB is going to put one on the board for them in this playoff series. And head to Levy tomorrow with a chance to close it. Premier Homes Realty in Cranston, Stephanie Social, broker and owner for 20 years, certified real estate appraiser, speaking Spanish and covering Massachusetts as well. 401-742-8971 and RR Elite Recruits with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. Visit rreliterecruits.com for more information, including ACHA Club Hockey and Prep Academy coaches. Centraccio makes the save. Allie Trimble puts up 3. Emily Allard gets on the score sheet as well. Paige Allman, a phenomenal day in net. Absolutely stoned Ayla Paley on a number of occasions. We could have been talking about a very different scoreline in this game. Centraccio is going to have to snag one in the chest plate one more time on a hard attempt from Tori Steele out up top. And this one, 7.8 seconds from the finish line. Horn sounds and BPB is one step closer to Providence. They'll take on Warwick tomorrow night, 6 p.m. at Levy. If they can get a victory in that one, they'll head off to the high school Frozen Four at Schneider Arena. And Warwick is going to have to put their heads down and try to figure out how to solve this BPB side if they want to try to continue the series. But for now, it's a 5-0 victory in Game 1. BPB leads the series 1-0. For all of us here at Fans Only Sports Network, we thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you all shortly in about half an hour time. Barrington Eagles, Bishop Hendrick, and Hawks. Till then, stay safe.